It was a promise Donald Trump made on the campaign trail. The U.S. should rip up the North American Free Trade Agreement known as NAFTA. He also talked about slapping a 35% tax on Mexican-made vehicles imported into the U.S. And now, as Phil LeBeau reports, we're getting some fresh analysis on how much that would drive up auto costs and possibly hurt the auto economy.
Mexican auto plants are running at a record pace, and they're only getting hotter. Since 2009, the number of cars and trucks built south of the border has soared and will soon top 4 million, with almost half of those being shipped up to the U.S. That bothers Donald Trump, and he wants automakers to build more in the U.S., even threatening to slap a 35% tax on Mexican-made vehicles. What would happen if the president-elect did that? The Center for Automotive Research, which is funded by auto manufacturers, estimates the cost of the average vehicle built in Mexico would jump almost $6,500, which would lead to almost 500,000 fewer vehicles being sold in the U.S., and potentially the loss of 6,700 auto industry jobs.
Once Donald Trump takes a look at the numbers, he will find a way out of wiggle out of this unfortunate campaign promise.
With U.S. assembly lines already running close to capacity, automakers are unlikely to put up new plants in the U.S. Instead, they would likely build some models, like small cars, in other low-cost countries, like China. That's where the Buick Envision is built. India is another option. Ford will import its new small crossover, the EcoSport, from a plant in that country.
If we close off Mexico, it becomes a game of whack-a-mole. Like, where else do you close off next? Because they're going to move from other places.
For now, automakers are still manufacturing and expanding in Mexico, including Ford, which is moving small car production south of the border. That will free up assembly lines in Michigan to build more trucks and SUVs. But all of that could change if Donald Trump plays hardball once he becomes president and follows through on threats to put a tax on all vehicles made in Mexico. Phil LeBeau, Nightly Business Report, Chicago.